beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trip, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation. So here we are, guys, and this is this is Alan Wake 2, so
before we get swallowed up
I probably
by
won't
trees.
be talking as much with this one because, as you saw,
I should take a
minutes
look
prior,
at that map.
there is a lot of, dialogue, so I don't want to really talk over that as much, but I will comment now and then, and yeah, so we got. I wonder if 027 WSP means anything. Probably not, but hey, I'm just making sure. Looks like we got a map here. The map displays key locations in the area.
Your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Over here.
Wow. So
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
I did cut out the intro just because it's a little bit intense, but if you want to see it, you'd probably find it elsewhere. But yeah, I'm in charge here. Yes, sir.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn fists gonna show up, Mulligan.
federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
They sure did. I could use a briefing or any witnesses to the crime. I could use a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Wow. Okay, any witnesses to the crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Alright, let's take a look at the body.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Alright. What does that sign say? No entry. This location is closed to the public by order of the FBC. Oh, wow. If you guys have ever played Control, the FBC, well,
Towners.
okay, chill.
Handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
We're right here, bro.
Saying. You know I'm usually a calm person.
Really?
Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my nerves.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my gosh. These guys are idiots.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
That's a cool
Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Alright, you can access the case board inside the mine place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth
Okay.
taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. WASD, okay. Cool, alright. So, a series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Okay. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Yet. The victim was reported missing in 2010. Discovered in 2012. Buried in a shallow grave. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Some organs missing. State the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Interesting, okay. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as case of death. Tattooing on the body is ineligible. Okay. Murder methods. Slight difference in murders. Bloating, only commonality in bodies. But not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem? And then the killer profile. Interesting. This is cool. Alright. And it looks like we have no other cases as of now. Huh. Alright.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Starting fires is prohibited. Well, you know what I'm about to do. I'm joking, I'm joking. Okay.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that.
He's not that old, he says. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. That's cool.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
This guy seems a little too,
So,
chipper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Dang, there it is.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Alright, I'm probably gonna have to blur this. But
Step 1. Examine. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
I unlocked my first key image. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Doubt it. Placing a key image on the case board begins a new line of investigation. Alright, another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Consistent with previous murders. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Alright. You're now free to examine the case board or leave to complete this objective. Cool.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Ugh. Yikes.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Alright. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. You are now free to examine the case board. Yeah, okay, got it. The victim, the killer. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present. Messy scene. Crime of passion? Premeditated. Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
The first Alan Wake. Which,
I
if
think
you
that's
guys want me to
everything.
play on the channel.
For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
As I was saying, if you guys want to be able to play that on the channel, just let me know, and I can do that. Alright. Let's examine some evidence here.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling.
What's happening?
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt.
Interesting.
Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Nightingale. Missing person. Ritual murder.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Interesting.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Dang,
Gives
that
me
is
the
a big
creeps.
You need to get out more.
You and me both, bro.
It is
Okay.
kind of creepy, though.
What is that?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
That's weird.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Huh.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout.
Oh yeah.
Written with a typewriter. Old school.
Oh yeah.
Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Yup.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. The words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript pages can be read inside.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay. Ooh, let's check out the page. Alright, the message.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Dang. This is getting good. Profiling. Okay, the page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
That's weird. That's really weird. Okay.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Trail's gone cold. A dead end, literally. Too many unknowns. Doesn't make sense. Asking wrong questions? Anything else here?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Okay, what is this place? The witch's hut? Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware. Her spirit may still haunt this place. That better be a window, dude. That better be a window. Yeah, it's the window. Okay, that's good. Interesting. Okay. I forgot where to go. Not gonna lie. Oh, okay, up there. Okay, I'm just going the complete wrong direction. So I have to go like up here. Well, you know, we'll just follow Casey because he seems to know his
Did
stuff.
you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it.
I mean,
used
when
to
you
love geology when I was in
when you
school.
put it like that,
I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano.
You made it
I mean, my
back.
daughter.
Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
All right.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
What is that? Huh. Should probably check that out at some point.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
So weird. Okay. It should be up this way, right? Yeah, I think so.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
All right.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
Could you
I
shut
smell
up, please?
Coffee.
Yeah, why don't you go get some coffee and shut up? Okay, so like I was gonna say, I think this will wrap it up for today, and I'll see you guys in part 2. If you guys want me to, I don't know, let me know how you like this, and if you want me to continue it or not. I probably will do a couple more episodes and then see how it does. And so yeah, it looks so good though, like the reflections and everything. It's crazy. Anyway, see you guys next time.